Well, hey everybody, it is Romania Black, and I was gonna wear Schierke's wig tonight because it is technically the off week that I should be, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I have a little bit of like this tension headache. It's not anything crazy, it's just like right here and it's annoying. It's like whenever you just have like just a tension headache, and for those women watching, it's related to that business. So if you're a man, you probably will not understand what I'm talking about, but if you're a lady, you know that certain times you just get the headaches like that and it's just annoying. So I took medicine earlier today. There's just not much I can do about it now, but I really wanted to read volume 36 because I really had a lot of fun with volume 35. And so I wanted to go ahead this evening and read it. So I'll try to wear Schierke's wig next week when we have volume 37. So we'll have that. But I do have a lot of comments I want to talk about before we dive into this volume. We've met Isma. She's great. I love her. She's a merrow. She's, well, half merrow. So she's got some mermaid in her, and she seems a little bit, not clairvoyant, but she seems like connected to the astral world because mermaids are astral beings. So Schierke kind of has an affinity around her, and her and Isidro seem to have a good camaraderie. So she's a really cool character, and this entire village has been taken over by this demon that took over the pirate ship, and it's a lot. And we last left off with Guts, because he was worried about Casca getting hurt, let the Beast of Darkness take over him and literally consume him. I like the Beast of Darkness, like the helmet consumes Guts. I like the imagery there. And Schierke's overlooking it going, I told you not to do that. So we'll see what happens, won't we? But I've got a couple comments I want to talk about before we dive in. I was thinking about this earlier, wondering, because it dawned on me that Azon has had that helmet on the entire time. And I've had this theory that Azon is an apostle or a pseudo-apostle or something like that. I don't know if Azon's an apostle, because if they were, would Guts and Casca not react to Azon? And they don't seem to react to him, so I don't know if that's the case or if the helmet does something with it, or, you know, does Azon have any urges like the other apostles to eat human flesh? I don't know. But my other thought was, it is very possible that Azon was basically sent to go follow Casca and Guts by Sonia and Griffith's crew, and that maybe Azon's a way that they can track and find Guts and Casca. I wouldn't put it past Griffith or Sonia rather, to have, because Sonia seemed to know that it was Azon and was like, oh, it's you. So she knew who it was. So Azon's known Griffith and his crew, right? So that leads me to believe that maybe Azon has like a tracking device, some way they can track him. So if Griffith just up and decides he's bored in Camelot, he can go find Guts and Casca and pester them, which is not what I want to happen, but what I think is going to happen. So we'll see where that leads us. Bells brought up this concept. We kind of had a big giant thing in the Discord, which this series is good for creating debate about, you know, some of the morality and issues that Mira talks about. And one of the things that Bells brought up in the Discord is, should we root for the apostles like Irvine and Locust to be, their words were, rehabilitated, and that the humans working with them could make them better people? And, you know, my whole thing was that they're demons. So they chose to become evil, and they're evil incarnate, kind of like Griffith. Only Griffith's like on a higher level of evil as Femto. So my thing with the apostles and what I told Bells was, if Miura had given us some context, because like we have Rosine, right? Rosine, we get introduced to her character and she does a lot of heinous evil things. She kills a lot of kids, right? But by the end of it, we understand her backstory. We understand how she got to that point. And once she became evil, it's like there was no turning back. And so Jill tries to kind of rehabilitate Rosine. Is it successful? No, she dies. But it at least gave us insight into her character. And for Jill, trying to, in some ways, rehabilitate or get Rosine back to that level she once was a worthwhile venture for Jill. So I feel like that question would be easier to answer for us if Miura gave us backstory on Locust and Grunbeld and the others and Irvine. We just get that fire conversation and that's it. And it doesn't really tell us much. So for me, I don't have enough context to know, how do we not know that they're no better than Griffith? Because we, the audience, have learned that Griffith has schmoozed everybody. I feel like for me, and I'm not saying this to anybody else, but for me personally, if I were to say, oh, I really hope the humans and apostles can work together, that's like me saying, I'm good with whatever they did that was evil, you know, as long as they help them now. And I'm like, I don't know if I can support that, right? I don't know if, I feel like I would be a sheep like all of the others that are supporting Griffith if I said that was okay. And I think that's what kind of Mira is challenging us with is, well, human nature either usually goes one of two ways. We either want to help people or we want to hurt people. And which side are you on? Are you wanting to hurt? And I was like, humanity shouldn't be that black and white, right? There should be gray area, which is kind of where guts comes in at. So it makes it a lot more complicated to answer. But I mean, Irvine even noted, my thing was, Irvine even noted that Sonya's actions fed into Griffith's agenda. So that kind of turned me off to the idea too. I'm like, the apostles, they're just working with the humans because that's what Griffith's told them to do. They're just not eating the humans because Griffith told them not to. So, and they fear Griffith, aka Femto. So I'm like, I don't know if we can believe that they're all sunshine and roses. I'm like, these are the same apostles that killed Flora and burnt the spirit forest to the ground. So for me, no, I don't think that they're worthy to be rehabilitated. And I don't think, my thing is, I don't even think they want to be. When you have a character go through a redemption arc, they want to atone. They want to be rehabilitated. None of these guys do. So at least to our knowledge. Now, if Mira came out and said that, that'd be a whole different story. But as of right now, no, that's not the case. At least I don't think so. Until we have all the backstory and info, I don't think we can assume and believe that they're as harmless. That's like saying, well, we haven't seen Griffith do anything bad yet, so I guess he's not harmless. We can't say the same for them either. I think they all have to be kind of in a similar category. Damage 3245 noted that there was at least 2 to 3 months in between chapters around the time of volume 35 and the whole seafaring venture, which is why so many were impressed with, in my opinion, with the Griffith chapters, because, you know, there had been 6 months since people had saw Guts, and, you know, here you have, they're like 6 months, people being like, I don't want to watch this seafaring chapter anymore, give us something else, Mira, and so Mira gave us volume 34. I think that it really depends on what kind of reader you were with this series as to how you react to volume 34 in some regards. If I had been a reader that was going through this the same time as you all, I probably would have a different reaction to volume 34. And I would probably have a different reaction to these volumes, because knowing that you all waited 2 to 3 months per chapter when this was going on and Mira was just teasing Guts' arrival and all that, I definitely would probably be like, let's get off this boat. But me going into this volume set fresh and just being able to sail right through, so to speak, it's a different story. So I think that that's definitely worth noting. But then Moomin notes that Farnesay, Moomin was trying to justify the reason that Farnesay back a couple volumes ago, I think it was volume 32, was shown nude there, was saying that there was a bomb that Schierke used called Femme Fatale, which dulls the senses and heightens the spirits. So that could be an explanation. And I'm like, well, I mean, it's an explanation, but it's still, you know, was it necessary? Okay, we'll let it go. And then Synthetic Vocalist noted that Griffith is choosing his heroic story. And that's so weird to me, because I guess my whole thing was, and I talked about this in the comments, was it's one of those things was like, was godhood not enough? You sacrificed all your friends, all your foster family. You did all that. You sacrificed them all. You became a literal deity practically. And that wasn't good enough for you, But having said that, Griffith's whole MO is he wants to be not only a deity, but also the king of Midland, and merge those two roles together and just be this grand king god over everyone. So it's like, okay, sure, that all makes sense. But I'm like, it's just, ugh. Griffith is, ugh. Somebody shared I think it was Bells, shared a picture of Griffith in the Discord where he was all in like this seductive pose. And they're like, here's some sexy Griffith for you. And I just had a gif of Bianca Del Rio going, not today, Satan, not today. Like, any good feeling with Griffith was gone once the eclipse happened. And then it was like, nope. But anyway, I've talked for nearly 10 minutes, but thank you all so much for your kind words and support. I really enjoyed last volume. I thought our seafaring adventures, meeting Isma, I thought that was all a lot of fun. And I'm really excited. I can't believe we're already to the last volume of volume 12, deluxe volume 12. We only have 2 more deluxe volumes after this. I do know, because I'm trying to plan ahead, I do know that Deluxe Volume 13 has volumes. It would be 30. This is the last one, so it'd be 37, 38, and 39. And I do know that 14 has 40, 41, and some kind of guidebook. I don't want any information. But I do know that volume 42 is out, and I have found a site that hosts it in English. So I will be able to react to volume 42. So that's good to know. And then volume 43, whenever it comes out, I'll get to it volume by volume. So once I'm caught up, I will get to experience the Berserk fandom. I will get to have the Berserk fandom experience like you all did. It will just be much different because it's Mori and not Mira. But we'll cross those bridges when we get there. But we need to go ahead and start volume 37. Or 36 rather. So we'll have 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, and 42. So I can't believe that. We're down to the last 7 volumes. Crazy. Anyway, we're going to start this volume and do that here in 3, 2, 1. I didn't bring out Whiteboard Coon because the last couple volumes I haven't used it. Now watch this be the volume that I actually need it, and then I'll be like, well, grumble, grumble. So let's go ahead and turn this page. Oh, I feel bad because I gave Batman Guts a hard time. I gave him a hard time back in, was it volume 31? I think it was volume 31. I gave him a hard time because I like Guts without the helmet on or with the helmet on in full. However, I do love the symbolism behind the merger. I do like the halfway point as far as it being symbolic. I think that's really cool. The style I think what it is the nose. I think if the nose and the design was a little different, but I'm getting nitpicky. I'm getting nitpicky here. Okay, so they give us a little bit of insight. Most of these all look the same, but they do give us insight to Isma, a young fisherwoman who lives on the island of the sea god. Treated like an outcast by the village there, she yearns for the outside world and displays a keen interest in stories told by Isidro and Schierke. You know who she reminds me of? I was trying to think of it last volume, and I couldn't exactly place it. If you've watched One Piece or read One Piece, she reminds me of Yamato. Yamato is one of my favorite characters from One Piece, especially in recent chapters. And she reminds me a lot of her in terms of, she reminds me a lot of him in terms of wanting to get away from where they're trapped to go explore the outside world and see it for themselves. So I definitely find some similarity there, and I'm sure maybe Oda drew inspiration. Oh, look at Guts. Look at Guts being there. All right. Guts and crew were forced to dock at an island where legends of the sea god and marrows persist. But it was a monstrous place where the inhabitants had been transformed into tentacles by the sea god. The god was overwhelmingly powerful, having even turned a pirate ship into a tentacle. And Guts had no choice but to once again change into a berserker. I like the fact they say a berserker, so that makes me wonder if back in the past, because they did talk about berserkers existing previously, Serpico brought that up, if Skull Knight and the berserker armor was part of something else from back in the past. Eventually, maybe not by the time we catch up, but I feel like eventually Miura probably had plans for Skull Knight and his backstory. We just haven't gotten there yet, so we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah. All right. Full Moon, Part 1. Oh my, oh my. All these like slugs. The shock wears off eventually. I like that Isidro is trying to be like, well, we've been fighting them for so long. It's not really, it's old hat at this point. I'm like, come on now. And Schierke is pissed. Schierke is mad. I wonder if the villagers are okay. Aren't they a bunch of creeps? Well, yeah, they are. But that doesn't mean I've ever wanted them dead. Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that Isma, she's like, just because they're creepy doesn't mean, and different doesn't mean that I want to kill them, right? I love that. I love that restraint. That's really awesome. Who's watching them? Oh! Oh my gosh. They're like, uh-oh, no, they're tentacles. No! Isma the outcast. Isma the marrow girl. They're brats from the village. No, don't go near them. Oh my gosh, join us. Oh, hell no. Nope, don't let them eat you. You don't want to become one of us. One of us. One of us. No. Oh, poor Isma. Good job, Isidro. I kind of ship Isidro and Isma in a way. I really like that he's being heroic around her. And I mean, fire and water. She's water, he's fire. Symbolically, it works, right? And honestly, as much as I did like Schierke and Isidro as a ship, Schierke is out of his league. I mean, Isma may be out of his league too, but we'll see. We'll see. But oh my gosh, that's so creepy. Oh, ooh. And her and the fire spirits. Oh, look at those things cook. Are they edible after all? It's because tonight's a full moon. What are those? They're what little is left of anyone consumed by those beasts. Unfortunately, I perceive no human presences in that village. Aside from our companions, I think the villagers have all been eaten. Well, then why was Isma the only one spared? Opposite side or not, she's still on the same island. The power of the amulets. I can't explain in detail, but I did sense a strong sense of power coming from the amulets surrounding your home. That's no doubt what shielded you from evil all this time. So her dad, the amulet there, it was kind of like, oh, I like this. I like the idea that her mother and father gave her this like trinket to hang up and it actually protected her all this time. But still, this is so I didn't like them. In fact, I hated them. There have been times when I wished they were all gone. But what now? I truly am all alone. So yeah, it's that idea that, you know, in the moment, you don't want that person to be there. Or you want to wish them harm, but you don't really wish them harm. She's giving me off like Sarah from Labyrinth vibes, where she's like, oh, Goblin King, take this child away from me. And then her brother gets kidnapped by David Bowie. But that's the vibes it's giving me, that she didn't really want them gone. But, well, that's a sign. If there are no other people, that means she's got to go with them. Isma, you wait here. I'm going to go help my guys real quick. My guys real quick! Isidro! Well, I'm coming too. It's too dangerous for regular folks. Even if they have turned into monsters. You're better off not watching the people you knew getting hacked up. Ooh. You should think twice. At this point, you'd only get in the way down there. I like Schierke's like, that's real cute. And that was a really nice, sweet sentiment there. Very guts-like, but you're not going to do any better down there. I like Puck's like, pfft. I was being nihilistic and you ruined it. Guts has gone berserk and he's fighting those monstrous beasts by himself. Approaching without caution would be dangerous. You mean when he flips out? But didn't he figure out how to get a handle on it back at the Vertanis harbor? Well, Guts was able to maintain his awareness because I happened to be on his back and was drawn into the armor with him. Well, what do we do? I'll possess him using my luminous body and try to claw out his consciousness. Yeah, fine. But be a bodyguard for my body for the time being. And no face painting. I like that Isma's going to be like, what is going on? What are we doing? Oh, nice. Oh, I love it. Yes, girl. All right. All right. Oh. The armor's even more powerful than before. Oh, I can't get through to Guts. Well, shit, that's a problem. Oh, my God. Oh no. That's nasty. Yeah, it's like a dog just biting that eyeball off. That's like the biggest eyeball. Moomin, take notes. He's fighting even more fiercely than last time. He really is like a beast. Yar! We've sent so many of our brethren after him. What is he? What is that guy? This was supposed to be our feast, but he's making a bloodbath of us. What do we do? How should I know? Oh, I love that they're both, these two idiots have no clue what to do and he's just biting on him. Oh. Now, considering last time it wasn't necessarily Schierke alone that got to him. It was also the child. And Casca sensing something. Is that baby coming back? Is that child coming back just when we need him? Mira, you ain't fooling nobody. What is this? Oh my God. What have we got here? Yeah. Oh my gosh. And Guts is following them. Shit. Oh, I'm glad that Farnace swat at it and like stabbed it. Good. It's the child. Yep. It sure is. Oh, okay. Of course. Mira, why do you think you could fool us? We know it's that kid. Oh. Did he protect Casca? Does that mean he's in his right mind? Don't approach him. Oh, hey, he's still alive, huh? He sliced that monster in two in no time flat. Mistress. I love that Serpico's like, damn it. Why do you run away? I gotta catch up. Don't go near him. He's not returned yet. Now what? What do we do? Oh, I love it. You can see Serpico in the outlines of them. The enemy know. Fear, madness, sanity, violence, peace, slay, protect, kill, no. It's trying to eat those chains so it can escape. Oh my gosh, that monstrous dog, yield yourself. Look. Focus your gaze here. Look. I love the concept because I don't know how, but I believe this is their child. I don't know how this is even possible, Mira. But I love that the inner darkness in him is challenged by his love for his wife and his kid. Oh, love it. Yep, that's the baby. I just don't know how. And I know that there probably have been clues, but I just don't know how it could be their kid while also still being the vessel for Griffith. That's the one part that doesn't make sense to me. And I'm sure once there's an explanation, it will make sense. But full moon. And the last time we saw the kid was during the full moon back in those volumes. That's right. You know this. You mustn't lose it. You mustn't destroy it. There we go. Yeah. All right. I love that the kid can talk to him, right? And tell him all of these things. There we go. Well, he's coming out of, yeah. He's resisting the armor, and now's my chance. What's she thinking? Schierke. Yep, there we go. And trying to reach him. Yeah. I love it's this combined effort between Schierke and the baby. Oh, there we go. Girl, grab a hold of that helmet and rip it off. There we go. Oh, you idiot. That was too dangerous. Oh, stupid Schierke. Nice choke sleeper hold. I like that Puck's encouraging it. You could have got cut in half. I'll second that. Never do anything that crazy again. You of all people have no right to talk, Guts. I like that Schierke's like, excuse me, I told you not to get crazy with this. You saved me, though. I owe you one. Well, I'm the only one here with the magic to do it. You owe her a lot more than just one. Say he'll take care of the rest of her. Oh, Evelina, shut up. I like that Isma's like, I'm not sure what happened, but that was cool. You were so brave, Schierke. Yeah, cover Evelina up. The monster situation, it looks like it's mostly resolved. I don't see the pirate ship around, but it sure makes a quick getaway for a slug. Roderick, I'm amazed at how superhuman he is. And then Magnifico saying it's hard to tell which side's more monstrous. He's more powerful by himself than an entire warship. I like that Serpico's like, please don't get any ideas. Serpico's like, if you care about Farnace like I care about Farnace, you will not encourage Guts to do that because that would be a bad idea. Oh, here we go. Why do you suppose Casca went running off like that? And then them all sing the baby. Yeah, the boy. Did his hair get longer? I mean, it looks just like Casca, but with Guts's skin. Basically. We saw him at the shore. What are you doing here? Well, we know him. Is this a coincidence? He sure is pretty, but why is he naked? Yeah, you. There was a full moon. There we go. The last time he appeared too. Nights with full moons have very deep magical significance and are full of magical power, and he has appeared during 2 of them. How could I fail to notice he was here until now? Yeah, that's a very good question. Just like last time, his odd is strange, but I sense no hostility. Did you do that? I wish the kid could talk to him now. It talked to him like in his brain. Interesting. Are you from this island? I can tell you, I've never seen him. Here, put this on. The sea breeze will chill you to the core. I like Serpico's like, who is this? Like Serpico's like, hi, can we have some explanations? Isma. As it turns out, I'm the last person on this whole island. Oh, she's so precious. I can't believe I judged her. I got Sonia vibes from her at first, but no, she's actually really sweet. Oh, maybe she can help watch them. Interesting. Huh. Why'd you make her say that? Damn it, Serp. Why is this my fault? Can she come on board your ship? I like that Roderick's like, well, it's cool, right? Isidro. She's just one more person, or what? You gonna leave a kid alone on the monster nest? How heartless is the Ith Navy? Are you the same as those pirates? I like that Roderick's not the kind of guy that's like, well, she's a lady, and, you know, ladies are superstitious on ships. I'm like, we've had Farnace and Casca there the whole time, so that logic's out. I like Roderick's like, sure. A generous captain's a good captain. I love Isidro taking the lead on this. Good news. You better come with us now. We can figure out later whatever's next. I love this. I love Isidro. That's making my ship, him just helping her get off this island. What, don't you want to? Well, no, I'm just surprised. I always wanted to ride a big ship. It's an adventure. Oh my god, Yamato, Oda drew so much inspiration from Isma for Yamato. Absolutely. All right, well, we'll finish temporary repairs and get the hell away from this place. Yeah. Uh-huh. There's still something we need to do. What are you saying? If we don't hurry, the monsters will come. There's no guarantee that you killed them all, true enough. We'll be helpless if they attack us at sea, and we can't afford to wait for the morning sun. We're going to settle things here on this island. Nice! I like Guts' like, now hold on. Us running away and getting out to sea, that's just we're going to be stuck like the last time. We need to cut this ship up, cut the heart of it now, settle things while we're here, please and thank you. But... oh, I want Isma to go with them. But how? We don't know where their nest is. Yes, we do. I know where it is. The cave. Yep. I have a plan to deal with that. Okay, let's do this. Could we all go back to the ship for now? We also need to prepare before you march off into enemy territories. You got it, Spellcaster. I like her better as boss, but I'll take Spellcaster too. Uh-huh. Yep, that kid. For sure. Watching him. Oh, sorry, Betchy. Did you miss me? Didn't it get squashed like an egg? Sleeping in a stable bed sure was a brief dream. Now we'll spend the night in the fear of a monster attack. Magnifico, you are very real. I like this. Serpico's like, you got to get used to it eventually. Like it'll be fine. How many fish can you load up into that ship that huge? Try and find out. It smells of fishy guys anyway. Well, I beg your pardon. I like Roderick's like, excuse me. Oh my gosh. Oh no, they're moving. Oh, they're not dead yet. No! Damn it. Why does it have to be out here? Well, this is the best spot because it's close to the center of the ship. What are they going to do? Well, they're going to cast a spell to protect the ship. Does that mean we'll get to see Schierke's magic? Well, no, not quite. Oh, Farnace. Oh, I love the 3 expressions between the 3 of them. You have Serpico that's like, I'm worried for you. You're going to be at risk here. And then you have Roderick being like, my lady in waiting is a witch. And then you have Magnifico being like, how can a Vendimian be a witch? Like there's like 3 escalating shades of panic there in a row. Oh, I have to become a luminous being and go with guts to meet the enemy, so you have to do this. Okay, that makes sense. She's like, Farnesay, you're going to protect the ship, and I'm going to go with guts. We're going to tag team this. That makes so total sense. If the enemy comes and attacks during that time, you have to, as a mage, be the ship's key defense. You'll be okay. The formation of the four is powerful, but it's one of the most basic spells. It's ideal for your first time. You'll have no trouble now that you've harnessed your luminous body. Focus and have faith in your training, and I'll guide you, of course, through your ritual. Oh, and Guts being like, nodding at her. How far have Guts and Farnesay come, right? How far have they come? I love this idea of Farnesay starting out as this girl with no faith in herself and relying upon the Holy See and relying upon all of this, like, just fake righteousness, and then her kind of idolizing Guts for a while, and then her like, hitting rock bottom, and then coming to realize herself what she's capable of. I gave Farnesay a hard time at the beginning because I hated seeing her hit that rock bottom, but I do like that Miura has let her kind of rise up as a character to be in this position. And this narratively makes sense too. Like, they have to have this. We needed 2 mages for this to be a thing. So that works. Oh, and Casca, hold on to the baby. I'm going to call him a baby even though he's literally a toddler. Okay. They're like, don't distract her. I like Casca's just sitting here holding the child, right? Oh my gosh. I am a mage. I am the key defense. Oh, I love it. Yes, Mira. Love. I love that she also went from thinking that she had no purpose and no point in being there to being the defensive line of the whole battle in this case. Yes. Yes. Love it. All right. Beast Man. Sounds like a band name, Beast Man. It's big. Wow. Oh, blessed ruler of the East, whose spirit rises over the mountains as a zephyr, and whose golden raiment gleams like the sun. I've never before felt such enormous emotion, such an enormous existence. I feel how small a thing I am. O blessed ruler of the West, whose name trembles even the water spirits who caper beneath the waves. O blessed ruler of the South, brilliance greater than everlasting flame is thy majesty. O blessed ruler of the North, for it is thy rule that all living beings of the earth rejoice. I love that in this moment, there's a couple things with this one page. One, and of course, I don't have Whiteboard Coon with me, so we'll have to roll with it. But one, I love the concept that Farnesay is realizing that the world is so much bigger than just herself. And that there's so much out there that she hasn't even been able to comprehend. And so this is her chance to kind of interact with that, which is really, really cool. I love it. But the other thing is, if we were going to take the 4 blessed rulers, and I guess it doesn't really work with the God Hand because the God Hand has 5 and there are 4 here. But you have the spirit who rises like a zephyr over the east. Well, to me, that reminds me of Conrad, because Conrad... But it could be Ubik, because Ubik kind of has like the mouth that looks like the in Demon Slayer, the swordsmith. But I think of Conrad because it like, then you have the West who trembles the water spirits who caper beneath the waves. Well, the waves of the West could be Conrad because it's like the rats and the plague. And then the East would be a Zephyr, which could be like Ubik. And then the South, the flame is thy majesty. Well, the flame, fire, lust, that could be Slan. And Slan's talked about the South with the uterine sea. And then the North, for those, it is for thy rule that all living beings of the earth rejoice. Well, you have the North rejoicing. Well, Void is the opposite of that, wanting to completely cause despair. So maybe it's not perfect. It's not a perfect comparison. Oh, how enormous. I feel how enormous the thing of which I'm a part. Ve gepla eteg ve gedula markto. Love it. I love this. It's like you're part of something bigger than just yourself. And honestly, you could tie that to religion, because that's essentially what religion is. It's tying yourself to a power force that's bigger than yourself. But, you know, Miura criticizes a lot how organized religion in this world, in the world of Berserk, which can translate in many avenues to our own world, how organized religion has a tendency to be corrupted by people who are not doing like what Farnace is doing and trying to recognize the bigger whole and that you're just a small part of it. Organized religion has a tendency to let those small parts think that they're the bigger part and kind of corrupt it from within. So I love this. This is great. Oh, awesome. Yes. And Azon's like, wow, what is that? Look at that wild stuff. It looks like she pulled it off. And it looks like the same astral fields and astral energy that was coming from Griffith whenever they merged the worlds together. Now, of course, something that's along these lines that has such significance, could Griffith and Sonia and them sense this? Well, of course they could, I'm sure. So, or at least the God Hand could probably sense this and be like, hey, there's some crazy stuff going on. Because here's the problem. They know that a mage, whether it's Schierke or otherwise, could be something that is a problem to them and could be an enemy down the road, which is why they had Flora killed, to cut that out. So if they sense a mage's power protecting the ship, there's a good chance that Griffith, that the God Hand might come to Griffith and be like, hey, there's a mage using power and that could ruin things for you. Should we do something about it or what? And then Griffith might either send the God Hand after them, which would be insane, or he might decide to go himself because he's bored at Castle Rock. So yeah, I can see where this is going, what it could lead to. Wow. Well done. Nice one. The ritual, was the spell successful? Look around. Is it an aurora? I've never seen. It's like, did I do this? Now that's something. I've sailed all over the world and I've never seen such a thing. You mean you did this? We might make money at the ceremonies. Oh, shut up. Oh, it's dozens of times brighter than a fishing light. Your party rank keeps getting lower and lower. I love Puck being like, so you're moving down the ladder, Isidro. The thief is getting towards the bottom now. I think what sells it is Isidro's face. Like, well, so what? It's not like you can expect women and children to swing swords around. That's a little bit of an outdated philosophy, but okay. I'm like, have y'all not read about Brienne of Tarth? Really? Congratulations, Lady Farnace. That was splendid. Now you can truly count yourself among the ranks of the Magi. It's pretty good for your first try, but don't let it get to your head. Oh. It's your watch. You're our shield. Love it. Oh, I'm so happy for Farnace. She's come so far. Aw. I love that. And Serpico's smiling. Oh, that's so sweet. Yes. Love it. Yes, please. Oh, I love this. It's such a good moment. As long as Farnace stays within the formation of her spell and this light remains within her subconscious, no evil being of the astral world will be able to touch the ship. However, its power is halved against those of the physical world. Well, that's when it'll be our turn to shine, and we'll handle them hand to hand. We're doomed. Now that the base is secure, we might as well get a move on. I sure drew the short stick guarding women and children. What does it say there? Mind you, don't wind up a tentacle. Evalera is such a bitch. She's so catty. I want to fight with that sea thing too. A good soldier knows what he's capable of and completes the job set before him. Yeah, I know. I like the Isma. Isidro's kind of like, I'm stuck here protecting the women and kids. I'm like, Isidro, come on now. All right. This is definitely Casca's child. Draw anything on her and you two will be sleeping with the fishes. Take care of Casca and that boy and my body. You can count on us, so please be careful. I do feel a little melancholy for Serpico because, you know, Farnesay, she's kind of looked up to Guts this whole time, and he kind of gives her this affirmation, and she feels so elated by it. And Serpico's like, well, I've been giving you that affirmation our whole existence, but okay. I feel for him, you know. It's kind of like Guts says what he technically really can't in this moment. I'm sorry to ask this of you. If possible, I'd like to oppose this foe with magic, but the odd blowing out of the cave is powerful. And I fear the interior of the island is totally under the sea god's control, and the spirit's power would hardly make a difference. I'm afraid you must put yourself at risk once again. Well, no problem. He's tough enough to handle getting roasted and toasted, looking around a little, and getting tossed around a little. What's the big deal? I'm counting on your help, too, Miss Good Luck Charm. You see? I like that she's boss, spellcaster, good luck charm. I realize that. I will not let you go berserk as long as I possess you. We will turn alive and well, you'll see. Rest assured. Can you squat down? She's like, you're real tall and I'm real short. I'm all too aware. Even if Guts manages to retain his consciousness, it won't lessen the burden on his body. Oh, that's so cool. I love the cape billowing out. And I like poor Schierke. She's like, I know you're doing this because you think we have to, but she's like, I feel bad. You're hurting yourself. It's such a pain to restrain this thing. But you can summon it at the drop of a frickin' hat. It's like a starving beast snapping at bait. Is this more magic? Oh, Schierke. Okay, catch. I like this. Serpico's like, I'm ready for you. Or a spirit came out. She's haunting Guts. How rude. It's called possession. But she is, technically. It's grown in power. Oh my god, it's huge. Wow. The flow of odd's more intense than before. But I will restrain it. Oh my god, I love that it's gotten bigger. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yep, his eye coming out of there. Oh, awesome. I love that it kind of warps in that moment. Nice. Okay. Oh, it's so weird. It almost reminds me of a behelit. Just a wee bit. Just a little bit. Oh. So that's how you put on and take off the armor. It's like it's alive or something. Don't go near him. He's dangerous. Guts, do you recognize who we are? Don't worry. I'm thinking straight. At least straight enough to know not to bite. Here we go. Don't get peeled off. Well, no need to worry. That ain't human. Oh my god, he just jumped all the rocks. He was just doot. He's like a flying fish. Are all knights like him? Oh, like a flying fish. Oh, Isma, you know. Oh, because he's the flying fish through. That's what the Skull Knight talked about. Wow. Knights, they don't even make humans like him. They don't even make humans like him. It's all thanks to Schierke's magic. I love Serpico holding her. It's so cute. Oh, what does he say there? I guess he's a transforming superhero. We need to prepare for battle too. Oh, that kid. Yeah. Miura, I know you're going to explain it. I know you are, but I just... Oh. What's up? I hear those voices again. Voices? Is the kid calling on extra help? Is the kid calling on extra help to help make things okay? Are the Marrows coming? Because she said she could hear them, right? Oh, I just love Isma. She's so pretty. Is this it? One thing's for sure. This is on a different level than those sea hares. This isn't like it was during the day. It's awake now. The sea god. Oh my gosh! Creepy! Alright. Oh, the sea god, part 1. Alright. It's convenient what this does for my night vision. Oh! But this intimidating feeling reminds me of when we entered that Qlifoth place. Oh, I'm sure this is like another dimension of that, right? If this were merely Qlifoth, I could borrow the power of the spirits of darkness who dwell there. In this domain, though, the most powerful spirits are blocked by the sea god's spiritual pressure. I like we have spiritual pressure going on. It makes me think of the Donmai. It does look like we're descending into the depths of hell. Doesn't it, though? Oh my God. Well, it's probably a seal from an ancient culture, or maybe beyond this, we're going to be knocking on hell's front door. I like that shot of Guts there at the bottom. He almost looks like, oh, his like hood has come back. Oh, that's him inside. It almost looks like his little tiny devil horns, right? Yeah. Oh, that's like what he looks like inside this astral realm. He has like the little tiny little dog ears. Here they come. Oh, I really like Mira's restraint at this point. I really like how restrained Mira's made the artwork. Like, each of those tiny little stone Ephesus probably took so long to draw. But yet, we have to save up for the best part, right? Oh my God, all the tentacles, all the slugs. Nope. And there's the ship. The ship's the heart of it, right? Come into my house. Ye be most welcome here in me abode. Oh my God. He's like the pirate in SpongeBob. He's like, "Arr, avast mateys." Great, you again. I'm getting rather tired of that bony captain. You've overcome many trials and tribulations. I like that his arms are like tentacly. I feel sorry for him now. Sometimes you just can't get by if you can't laugh at yourself. To finally arrive here, well done, brave sir. Of all of Roderick's gang, you black swordsman. There truly be only one word for your fighting style. Marvelous. It's inhuman. Oh my God. Like the crew members are like hung there. Oh my gosh. That's so creepy. But too bad for you. Too bad for you. Again, no matter what superhuman feats you're capable of alone. Feast your eyes. We'll never run out of soldiers. There's no way for you to resist. Even all these brethren are not but a single part of you-know-who. Now, strain those eyes and follow the faint light emitted by me, brethren, and peer into the depths of this darkness. Then know what you gaze upon be pure despair. I love how consistent the captain is, at least. Oh! 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 Oh, So, the statue, where it was those little folds that looked like it was an eyeball opening up. No. It was a mouth. It was a mouth. Oh my God. Oh no. That is insane. It reminds me kind of Ganishka, but not quite. Well, shit. Naturally. Oh, too bad, eh? What you were fighting so desperately were nothing more than the whiskers bored up through the island. More's the pity. Naturally, the sea god took it right personally that his beloved whiskers were lopped off. Oh my God. It's like Michael Jordan, and I took that personally. Oh my God. Well, shit. Ah! What spiritual pressure. I never expected this much. How do you fight something so gigantic? Yeah, how are we supposed to fight this? This is huge. How are you even going to start? Yo ho ho! You're like a shrimp about to be fed to an octopus. You're about to be eaten shell and all. Oh my God, chow down, brethren. Oh my God, well, you can't fight this many at once. Let's fall back to the narrow part of the cave and you can take them one at a time. Kind of like a Serpico strategy. No. Bottlenecks make it too hard for me to maneuver. And there's the Serpico logic. Yeah. I can't whittle away all my strength here at the front door. There's no way we're going to straight up fight all of those things. We're headed one way and one way only. Oh! Squidding, kill him! Okay, so Guts is like, nope, we're going to go straight into the belly of the beast. And we're going to kill it from the inside. We're going to leap into its mouth. Yes! Yes! If you go straight in and just cut it from the inside. Schierke's like, I mean, I guess. I really like Guts with his little, like, devil dog ears. Like, the inside version of him. That's really cool. All right. The scurvy dog's jumping around. Oh, my God. Are you hanging us out to dry? He just used him as a... He literally just stepped on his face and used him as a springboard. Like, boing. Oh, my gosh. That is... wild. Wild. Oh my gosh. Sea God, part 2. Oh, little Schierke. Okay. We're going to dive into the Sarlacc pit. Here we go. Don't get pulled off. What are you doing? He's not a beanbag. There be hundreds of you. Can't one of you manage to catch him? I'm trying to jump right into that freakishly huge maw. Come on, get out of my way. Oh. But is Schierke with him? Or did she get left back there? Oh my God. Oh my God. He's goddamn insane! What an idiot! He let himself get eaten! That's like a little fish jumping into a whale's mouth. What good does he think he's gonna do? He'll be shipped by tomorrow morning. Well, have you seen Hercules? Because, I mean, that was one way to solve the problem. That takes care of the most bothersome of the bunch. Now we'd be free to feast away on that damn annoying stallion and his cohorts, brethren. It's the climax of the festival. Let's be on our way. Oh my God. Oh no. I love that panel of him though. The captain looks insane. What? What? All right. Oh, that looks strangely sexual. Oh, I guess it's his esophagus. Again, sorry, my mind was in the gutter. It's just his esophagus letting him down to the stomach. That was crazy. Okay, good. I'm glad Schierke's there. It even glows a little side this damn thing. I guess there are squids like that. I don't even want to think about how long it took Mira to draw these ships and shade this all in. I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about how long it took him to draw this one panel. This double spread could have taken him a week. I don't... All right. Some legendary ship graveyard. They've been dragged in by those tentacles. The sea god takes in its victims and makes them part of itself. It's so repulsive. So what do you do now? Well, look how huge his stomach is. Inflicting a small wound in here would only feel like being stuck by a little fish bone. Don't you hear it? A cannon. Is the seahorse bombarding it? No. It's a pulse. Like the sound of its heart. A pulse? Well, I suppose it is. It doesn't matter how big its body is. When it comes down to it, there's nothing more. It's nothing more than an octopus. Even a little bone means trouble if it sticks in your heart. But with the sound echoing all over the place, I'm not sure where the heart is. Can you tell, Schierke? Leave it to me. If I follow the flow of the odd through its body. There! Above and to the right is where its blood flow gathers. Of course they're not going to make this easy. No. We better hurry. Those tentacles out there aren't about to ignore the seahorse. Now, we could scale the stomach wall or cut through it and push the entrails, but both ways would take too long. Guts! Yep! Stomach acid. Of course, there's so much of it. We have to hurry and get out of here. This works out well. We'll let it carry us to the top. You're being reckless again. Nah, all I have to do is get on top without dissolving. Oh my God. Well, Guts, what about these things? Oh my God. Ew. Ew. Parasites living inside of it. Gross. They're like little pill bugs. Nope. Look, this page too. All of this. Like just the composition of it. Mira. Oh no! Multiple vessels to starboard. It's a pirate ship in that swarm of monsters. Yes, we can! Oh my God. Was that... When was this published? Volume 36? Because we're on volume 36, 2011. I did look up when this volume was published. I was curious. After last volume in 2011 was published. So I was like, is this a political statement? There's a fleet's worth of them. We should fall back for now. There's nobody to be scared. We can take him. Oh, were there that many ships swarming under my feet? Oh my gosh, poor Isma. Lady Farna say it's dangerous here. You should go down into the hold. Well, guard her well, Serpico. I have to remain here to make sure the formation of the four holds. And you have to guard Schierke as well. Yep. I love that Casca is just sitting there holding the child right next to them. That's their best defense. Keep that child there. No. Our seahorse has a goddess in command of angels on board. Shut the frick up. Shut the front door. Sir! Sir! Oh my God. Just... Roderick. Roderick! We fight back. Prepare to fire all starboard cannons. There's a lot of them to make sure every shot counts. Roderick just accepting Farnace as a goddess in command of angels. Sir! Sir! I do love that Miura has given us these characters like Roderick and Isma, who I was very suspicious of at the start of their character introductions, because we've gone through the world of Berserk believing that every character is just out for themselves or is suspicious, because the first half of this series has led you to believe that for good reason. But I love the fact that now we're getting to characters in their party that are actually good. Now, if he makes Roderick betray them all, I will be so pissed. But we've gone through that with Griffith, so it can't get any worse than that, right? 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 Pay it no mind, full speed ahead. Oh my God. But what is this? Oh, it's all the cannons firing towards them, right? Sea God, part 3. They stopped. Can't they get inside the wall? No. Well, I'll be damned. It stopped that many monsters. Not bad, Farney. Cathedral. I like the kid that's just sitting there, just like big-eyed. You are a goddess. Well, naturally, after all the training with Schierke every day. You're the seahorse's guardian angel. Good on you, Farnace. All right. With this many of them, we could hit them with our eyes closed. Keep firing at will. Love it! Oh! Serpico, I feel for you, my dude. I feel for you, but I do kind of want to ship Roderick with Farnace quite a bit. But I feel for you. Your struggles are not unheard of. All right, so they got him, but I don't know if it's going to stop them, because as long as the heart's still going, as long as the sea god's still alive, it's not going to do anything. They're just wasting their ammo. Yeah. Oh my God, that one ship. No! Oh shit, not good. Oh no. The formation of spells to defend against the creatures, but not the physical resistance. Well, shit. Oh no. Yo ho, yo ho. Well, he says yo ho, 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 ho. What are you, Santa Claus? Oh my God. Oh no. Ew. Ew, and his body being all part tentacle. Boss man, my body's kind of numb. I don't feel anything below the waist. Just pretend you were stung by a stingray or something. Oh my God. That's actually horrific, to have some semblance of consciousness, even though you've become part of this monster. Now then, gents, it's time for you to pay back in full the debt that you owe. Then after we slice you up and eat our fill, we'll let bygones be bygones, and we'll all be tentacles for life with us. Oh. Oh. What tentacles, life, you octopus? Make that sucker. I was waiting for that joke, and Isidro is the one to make it. Who in their right mind would become one of your nasty-ass tentacles? You stink like squid! You ain't brethren of the sea or nothing anymore. You're just fruit of the sea. Or like fruit of the sea. What? Fruit? I like this. Serpico's like, does that metaphor work? You betcha. We've got a, what does he say? We've got a vine. What does he say? Vinegared squid? Oh my God. I'd nearly convinced myself I was a mariner too. He's on what? Time for a thrashing. Oh, I love Isidro. Being like, I love Isidro coming full circle, because him and the captain had their whole business way back when Mule was involved, and now it's all come full circle, right? And Isidro is now facing the captain, sure. You slimy creep. Oh God, that's so gross. We've nowhere else to run. Where's the ceiling? It's still a bit out of reach, but the mass, these things are weighing it down. It's collapsing. Guts, you wouldn't. No, Guts, he would. Yes. Oh my God. Oh. Oh no, the sword got stuck. He's like, that would do it. Oh. But it's getting sucked up in instead of falling. Oh, Guts, smart. All right. All right. The stomach acid has pressurized all the gas in here and it went gushing up like a burp. Guts, look at you being smart. Look at you knowing some physics, right? I didn't know how thick the stomach walls were. Whether I could cut through it was a gamble, but it paid off. Stop being so reckless. You're not likely to listen, but you're giving me an ulcer too. But we're just getting started though. Oh, ew, no, nope. Nope, why we got spiders? Why has it got to be spiders? Why has it got to be spiders? Ugh. This thing, it looks like this thing's insides are a den of monsters. They eliminate foreign enemies in exchange for the nourishment from the sea god, and they complement each other. Well, too bad. We might not be permanent residents, but our den's at stake too. Time to force our way through. Oh, I love Guts calling the group of all of them. Like, he's like, this is our home and we protect our house. Growth, Guts, growth. Meanwhile, in all of this, oh my God, fight your way through or every last one of you shark bait. We'll take the high road while they're busy with you. This BY tentacles rule. Oh my God. Serpico's like, I love that Serpico just is like, no words. Just let me use my magic. You can use this magic term too, wind charm guy. And then Azon just coming in here, heaving and hoeing. That's incredible, Stowaway. Hey, Buckethead. Wrong. I am the black mustached knight. Remember that. Okay, and they were all going after Farnsay, but she's got her little it's not like a cat of nines, but they're like her little spikety balls. Oh, her snakes. Yeah, Ivalera's snakes. There we go. I just like that the child is also looking at Schierke in that moment. What are you doing? You usually fight harder than this. Well, that's easy for you to say. It's hard to move when your lower half's numb. You just gotta pretend you got stuck by a cone snail or something to make up for it with spirit. Oh, nice. That's a great shot of Isidro. There we go. Booming art. Boy, it's time to knock you into the sea again. Oh my gosh. I love Isidro getting some action in this. Getting his little arc in this. Nice. You've sharpened your skills. I'm a growing boy and I've had plenty of training. On a rocking boat, thank you very much. But as for strength itself, you still don't. Oh! With there, yes, the hot, yes. Not even grown men used to combat can do that very often. He pisses me off so much. He's quick to use anything he gets his hand on. Well, he's a thief. By the powers, you're one fiend of a lad. You are cut out for pirating with your talents. Well, you still sure I can't interest you in a new job? No way! You guys are filthy, stupid, and above all, you're already seafood. Oh my God. Well, all right then. That really is too bad. Okay, so the end of his crutch did have something on the end of it. It was like a crossbow. Okay, that makes more sense. Adults have many duties, and one of them is nipping young shrimps in the bud. Oh! Oh, I hit him. I did it, Isidro. Oh, nice one, Isma. But that's dangerous, so stand back. Oh my God, girl. I'd be dead if I wasn't a tentacle. Oh my God, yeah, she just shot that little spinning knife into his forehead. You lily-livered lot, you're pathetic. Oh my God, going for broke, huh? I don't want to die. I don't want to fry. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, nice pitch, Isma. This is dangerous. I'm handy with a harpoon. Oh. A bunch fell on deck. There we go. Yes! All right! I do like the Isma. She's like, I've used a harpoon, so I've got a good aim. I'm a pretty good shot there with that. Nice. With a spear. Our tentacles are totally different from the rest. They're immense, potent. No membrane can stand up to them. They're just itching to burst as we speak. Oh my God, Isidro. It burst! Oh, I love it. So Isidro just threw all the bombs and stuff in there, being like, oh, we can use this. We can make this work. We've had enough of this. We don't want to die twice. If it's that important, you do it by yourself, boss man. Are you dogs? Oh. Until we meet again, gentlemen. Oh my God. Never come back. Go wrap yourselves around some sperm whale. What? You kicked ass, Isma. Oh, it was no big deal. You were cool too. You get used to it. Yeah. I really, oh my gosh, no. Isma and Isidro, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I like it. I like it. That's super cute. I'm into this ship. Okay. We have you to thank, Farnesay. You're the reason we're still alive. This feels like some kind of legendary voyage now. Well, you know. Farnesay, the seahorse's guardian angel. Farnesay, the goddess of victory. Well, keep down the noise. You'll wake up Miss Schierke's spell. You'll mess it up. Praise is well, but good, but keep it civil. Ithian sailors need to treat ladies with dignity at all times. Aw, I just love the idea of Farnesay getting her just due. I love that. Aw. And Serpico's like, okay, so we did this. Now it's all guts and Schierke. Magnifico isn't over yet. Oh, ew. Just all the monsters, the starfish, everything. Guts, this is a lot louder than the seahorse's cannons. My gut, no, my whole body feels numb. Because he's just been sitting there just wiping out monsters left and right. Oof. You can bet if I stayed here too long, the pulse alone would kill me with madness. Oh my God. Yeah, because it's just like just like when you're at a concert or you hear like the sound, it almost makes you, it's kind of like if you've been riding a lawnmower, like if you mow the yard on a riding mower, like the vibrations, just eventually your arms start to go numb. That's what it's probably like. Well, hurry, my friend. No. There's heavy and stagnant. I can breathe. My body's heavy. It's like I'm underwater. No wonder the sound carries so well. Oh my God, but why is the pulse growing more intense? Oh my gosh, why is that kid front and center? What's with him? Climbing up there is dangerous, son. I like that Roderick doesn't try to grab me. He's like, climbing up there is dangerous, son. You shouldn't be doing that. What's wrong, Isma? I just felt this terrible chill. And I'm scared. Oh, come on, get down. That kid pointing out to that location is a lot like Griffith pointing out to Falconia. Creepy. Very creepy. I don't know. Why are all there these birds? What's up with all these birds? Oh my God. Ew. Nope. 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 It knows you're there. Nope. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh my God. Oh, you know. Ew. Oh my God. And the big wave that's, oh my gosh. It's coming out. Great. I'm coming out. Want the world to know. I do want to also appreciate just the physics of this entire shot, because you not only have like the way that Mira understands like just how land works and the way that it crumples, but then also the waves and how it flows as well. Like that's really talented to be able to pull that off, and the perspective of it. Oh, well, there's still so many. It's a sea god, all right. It feels like the ocean floor. Why? Oh my God. Ah! Honestly, you can make a comparison with I could see somebody reading Berserk getting, because it is just like it is like a monster hunter. You're just fighting the monsters over and over again. And I could see how some people would think it gets repetitive and you're like, okay, we just keep fighting monsters and that's what we just do over and over again. And Guts is going to go fight the monsters. There's going to be more monsters each and every time. Eventually you're going to have to hit a plateau. What do you do? But I think the one thing that saves this, I think if it were any other manga other than Miura's artwork, I think if it was any other manga, I feel like some people would be like, well, we just keep battling more monsters and there's just more monsters. So what? I feel like some people would get kind of bored with it. But I think the only thing that saves Berserk in this regard is that the designs that Miura comes up with are incredible and they look beautiful and they're horrific and interesting and intriguing to look at. But I think any other mangaka, you might get your audience being like, okay, but we've done this already. So I do think that that is something that you could argue with Berserk, is that it can become a little formulaic, especially these last several volumes. But the artwork, what can you do? How can you go against that, right? A call from the deep. Oh, what's all this? All these waves and everything. Oh, it's so creepy. What's going on? Oh, there, that's how the tentacles connected. So you can see the ship being part of the tentacle of it. Oh my gosh. That thing is terrifying. That thing is huge. It looks like an eclipse in itself. Or if it like flips over and it's a giant behelit. Oh my God, what if it's a giant behelit? Because, oh my God. Because the egg apostle was a behelit shaped and it had little tentacles and legs coming out of it. And those tentacles are what infused and caused the pseudo apostles. So if this thing flips over and it's a giant damn behelit, what? Oh, well, it does have that big mouth though. Okay. So it is the octopus, with that giant mouth though, too. So it's not going to look quite like a behelit. That's good. That's the root of all the tentacles. There's huge, and then there's ridiculous. Yes! Good, Serpico. The sea god. It's like your legend said, Isma. That thing could swallow all the fish and ships around here whole. The island. My home is sinking. Oh, her dad and all that. Oh, Isma. Oh. I love that Isma, of all characters, Isma brings out this humanity in Isidro that is so... I was thinking that maybe Schierke and Isidro could become a ship later on. But the more I'm seeing Isma interact with Isidro, like, it reminds me a lot of Casca's moment in the cave with Guts, where she started crying and having this breakdown, and Guts was like, oh, you're affected by all this. Okay. It feels like that moment. And it feels like Isidro is empathizing with her and connecting with her, which we've not really seen him do with any of the other characters. He just kind of gets on Schierke's nerves, right? I love it. Okay. I love that the little kid okay, the expression on the child in this page looks a lot like Guts. That little frowny face, like, looks a lot like Guts. Oh my God. Yeah, him and Casca have the same eyes and eyebrows. Like, literally the same. Okay. Oh my gosh. Just... Miura, look at this shit. Oh my God. What? Was Stranger Things influenced by this? What? I mean, you all had to wait a long time between chapters, but you ended up getting a lot of content in the meantime, so there's that. Oh my gosh. Oh, ew, and it's like sludge. They're like trying to carve through it. Ew. Oh, like face huggers. Nope, no face huggers, please. No. If this god thing's on the move, then we don't have any time to waste. Oh, but they keep on getting in his way. He can't get to the heart. And it's got all the eyeballs sticking out of it. Gross. Ew. It reminds me a little bit of, okay, in Demon Slayer, Mugen Train. If you've watched that and you know what I'm talking about, there's an antagonist. It's this creature. I'm going to try to be as vague as possible for spoiler's sake, but it has eyes just like that. And every time it sees you, it sends out an attack against you. And so that's kind of like what this is. Only they're literal monsters. And in that series, it's something different. But damn it. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, Isidro. Oh, shit. I don't know why she has to chuck her clothes off to go dive after him, but okay. I guess to swim the best she can. Sure. And to meet quotas. Oh my God. Oh! Isidro, you just got saved by her. You owe her your life. Oh, I like that he's covered because he can't hold his breath, right? I don't think he can swim. Oh. They're catching up, this voice. I was like, are the mermaids going to come? Because she kept hearing voices earlier. I was like, are there going to be mermaids? Speak. Say it. Say the name. The name given you that you know not. Your one and only true name. Oh, I love it. Because Isma is like her human name. But they're like, prove that you're one of us and we'll help you. But you guys tell us your name in our tongue. Oh, that page is gorgeous. That page with Isma's giant eyes. That is a beautiful page. And poor Isidro. You just got saved by the Little Mermaid, Isidro. You're Aladdin, but you got saved by Ariel. Wow. Oh! Oh! So she can become a marrow. Oh my gosh. Well, that explains the nudity. Mira's like, we gotta get her ready to turn her into a mermaid. Oh my gosh. Isidro, you got saved by Ariel, dude. I hope this doesn't mean that she can't go with them. I hope she's able to turn back into a human. Maybe she can just turn back into a human and a mermaid at the same time. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. That double spread's gorgeous. Yes, please. Of course, he gets an excuse. He gets a pass for that. I would have gasped all my breath too in that moment too. Oh my God, that would have done the same. Oh my gosh, so she can turn into a mermaid, into a marrow, and she's got her little fish ears. All right, okay. Marrow part 1, and she's like a flying fish. Uh-huh. Oh, I love it. Yes, yes, please. In the flying fish defying the laws of causality. Yes, please. Oh, I love this. Okay. Well, Isidro. I mean, what do we do? She's really cool and all. I don't like the way that Mira draws her in that position, but what can we do? Y'all know. Y'all knew it was coming. Fish lips. Well, I swim as well as a fish. What gives? You're the one gaping like a fish. Tits, whatever, it's no big deal. No, a tail. Oh, fish! Oh! Did she not realize she could turn into a fish? Calm down. Oh, you're calm already. Yo. Ho. I think I learned a trick. That stuff my pa told me, it was true. A marrow, she's a marrow. Yeah, you guys got a problem with that? Oh, I like Isidro defending her. Oh, also Isidro being a bit mature, because normally he'd have like the bloody nose and be little perverted Isidro, but here he's being a little bit more rational. Good. So now what? What do we do about it? Well, no standing around. Get those cannons ready. Why not at this point? We've already seen a ghost ship and a bunch of monsters. I like that at this point her being a mermaid is like, they're like, we've seen enough. We know. That thing out there is what we need to worry about. Why all of a sudden? Oh, Magnifico says this will make us money. No, let's not. You've been in the ocean before, but you never changed, right? I heard voices. They've always whispered to me in the sea, but this time they were loud and clear. They said to chant a name I'd never heard, my true name. And then when I did that, they said, true name? Well, I think it's, oh, no, stop, don't say it. Listen. I'm like, listen, like Navi from Link from Legend of Zelda. Elves, spirits, and whatnot have a secret name they can never tell people. That's your true name. Your true name governs your true form. You went back to this form because you chanted it. And if somebody finds out your true name, it means that he'll have control over you. Oh, you don't say. So never tell anyone unless it's someone you can really trust. Oh, interesting. Okay. So, okay. I'm glad Valera knows all of the secrets, all of the tea. Wow, so that's how it works. I wouldn't mind if you guys knew it. No, you can't trust them. Have you got a true name too? Oh, well, Justin Bailey. No. Oh, Pop. Duan. I'm sure that those are like, it's some pop culture. I don't know Justin Bailey, but that sounds strange though. Who could you tell your secret name if you don't even know yourself? Well, that's what I'd like to, ow. Oh. I mean, it could be like, you know, I feel like it's one of those, like, if you don't know yourself, you can't tell anybody else until you know who you are yourself. You can't tell it to anybody else, you know? Interesting. There's a school of something gathering around the island. Are they dolphins? Look how many they are. And they're marrow. Okay. All right, so it's a whole, yep, there they are. It's a whole bunch of them. Okay. Well, she's up there on the boat, so, I mean, does she have to stay like a mermaid, or can she turn back into a human? I guess we'll find out. Oh, guts. Meanwhile, all of these eyes staring at him. Guts is going to be worn the hell out when this is all over with. Just worn the hell out. Oh, Guts, are you all right? Yeah. Your mistress's heirloom is really something. They won't bite through it like some crab or lobster shell. And as you know, it doesn't hurt. Not even as much as getting stuck by a little bone. But, like, he's still getting eaten by them, so it's gonna hurt later. Oh, my God. Oh, we're getting to the end of the volume. I can feel it. Oh, shit. Well, there's that sound again. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, his ears and his eyes and his mouth, everything's bleeding. Guts. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. Oh, I don't want to be the end yet. I don't want to be the end yet. Oh. Marrow. It's a big school of marrow. They're making for that monster. What do they plan to do? Are they in league with that thing? Of course not, stupid. Listen, I'll tell you about Marrow. Isma. It was all true. The legend and what my pa told me. I'm going to. Oh, Isma! Oh! I want her to be safe for Isidro. For Isidro's sake. This is my island. And Marrow fight against the sea god. Oh, just like in the past, you said there was a battle between them all. Captain! Are you just gonna stand there and watch? This is no pleasure cruise, right? If we don't pick up the pace, we'll miss all the action. Fine, just calm down. Get us in range of that monster and don't worry about its tentacles. Just be mindful of the surge. Oh my God. Uh-huh. Oh my God, and that's it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, I like Isma becoming a mermaid. I like that twist. I like Isma becoming a mermaid, and I hope she can turn back and forth. That would be kind of cool if she can become a human and then jump into the water and become a mermaid. That would be a nice way to go about it. I don't know how practical it would be to keep her as a mermaid on the ship, but it would be nice if she could turn into a mermaid at will. That would be really cool, right? That would be nice. So, the one thing I am glad about it is, I mean, what I was afraid of in her turning into a mermaid And what we saw for a brief moment was she kind of acted kind of goofier. And sometimes shonen authors, Tyke Kubo, and I'm thinking of later in Bleach, which I haven't watched the animated version of that arc. I don't even know if they've animated that version of that arc yet. But mild Bleach spoilers for the next 30 seconds. But he takes a really cool character and she gets this form that's like half bestial. And in that form, she kind of like loses her mind and like gives into her animal instincts. But it's really like kind of sexualized and kind of like basically she just kind of loses the ability to be intelligent. And it always frustrated me as a reader. I was like, ew, gross. So I was concerned that would happen with Isma, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So we find out from Ivalera that all these mystical creatures, elves and whatnot, have a true name. And if anybody knows your true name, they can control you. So is that kind of like Griffith becoming Femto, that Femto's his true name? Is that what it is? Just kind of like Ubek and Slan and them? Is that correct? Maybe? That's interesting. I don't know. I'm going to be very curious to see what develops with that. I could see... here's my thing. I don't necessarily want Isma to tell anyone her true name because Ivalera made a point that someone could control you. So I don't know how I feel about that, but... This is a really good volume. Again, like I said, you would think by now I would be getting tired of all the monster battles because it can seem like it's repetitive at this point. And if you've been waiting years reading the manga, I'm sure you're like, let's get out of the ocean and move to new ground. But I honestly think Miura's artwork elevates it so much. It gives it a pass for being repetitive because it just looks amazing. And Guts getting to the heart and the mermaids coming and helping. I want Isma to go with them. I want her to get off the island and go with them. But she might end up going with the Mers and the Marrows and staying with them. So she might just tell Isidro she'll see him again one day and leave with the Marrows when this is all over. But I kind of hope she stays with them. But I don't know if that's going to happen or not. We'll see. So here is the covers for volume 34. We had volume 33, which is, Griffith with the beautiful white light around him. And then we see his true form, which is Femto. I like that you have Ganishka as the red, right? And then you have Zod and them as the cold blue. I haven't seen volume 36's cover yet, so I'm curious. Oh, wow. So volume 35, its cover. For some reason, I'm not a big fan of the green covers when Miura does green. I don't know why. And Guts looks kind of weird on 35's cover. I'm not going to lie. He looks a little weird there. I really like volume 36's cover. That looks really good. What a very non-spoilery cover for volume 36. You could have done a lot with that cover, but no. It's very very demure, very minimal. But yes, I really like it. I love the realistic drawing of Guts there. That looks really, really good. I'm wondering if volume 37 will be Isma on there. So we did get some posters with this volume. We might as well go back and check those out and see what we get. Because they're always usually spoilery. Oh! Got Guts there in his Berserker mode. Oh, wow. So I was wrong. I thought Isma's hair and eye color would be totally different. I thought Isma would have like red hair, kind of like Isidro. But no. You have Schierke, whose hair is kind of like turquoise or teal with her eyes. And then you have, which I'm going to keep the green wig. But then you have Isma. I like her hair being blue. And her eyes blue, like the ocean, and then there's Isidro. Nice. I like that poster of the three of them. That's cute. I don't know what to think about Miura doing the nude poster of Isma as a young teenage girl. It's fine. It's tasteful nudity. I always feel uncomfortable when mangaka, especially middle-aged men, draw nude young girls. It's just, there is a certain factor to it that's kind of like, makes me kind of go ick a little bit, but this is kind of, this is very tasteful. It'd be like if a middle-aged female author drew like prepubescent teenage boys nude, there's just kind of a factor where you're like, you didn't have to, but I do like the composition of this one. It is pretty. And I do like the colors and everything in the ocean and stuff. So that is really pretty. I do, you know what? I would give somebody a pass if they had hung up the pirate poster. I would give them a pass. A poster of Ganishka or the trolls, no. But I would give them a pass on this because it's so piratey. It's thematic. And then we have, oh. Now see this one of Guts as in the half mode. This is a really cool shot. I love this. Like, it looks like the inside of a cave where you see the helmet going over his head. I really like this. This is awesome. Like, that looks so bitchin' and cool. Oh, and there is Irvine and Sonia. I mean, I guess if you want that in poster form, you can. Sure. Okay. But yeah, no, I think it's fine. It's not my cup of tea, but I do think that poster of Isma is really pretty. I will give it a pass because it's very tastefully done. Miura's very cautious about how he treads lightly, as he should, and that one I can get a pass to. But those posters are nice. I like those. So yeah. Oh my God, we only have 6 volumes left before we're caught up. And that's crazy to me. And so we're fighting. Here's the thing. I wonder, by Ivalera revealing that your true name is important, then, I mean, obviously Puck and Ivalera, and then there's the king. I wonder if the king elf has given his name to someone and is being controlled by Griffith or the God Hand or something. I'm just throwing it out there that could be something that is being foreshadowing or set up. Or somebody knows the name of Puck or Ivalera and knows their true name and could control them. Maybe. I don't know. That's definitely something to think about as we move forward into the next, we have 2 deluxe volumes left, which is wild to me. So yeah, anyway, this helped make me feel a little bit better. My headache doesn't feel as bad as it did before, so that's good. But I love Farnace's journey. I loved all the character work in this volume. I thought it was really well done. I love Schierke and Guts working together because she's kind of learning along the way with him while she's protecting him. I'm glad the child's back. I'm like, okay, don't run away, kid. Stay with us. If they keep him on the ship, he can't run away, right? We need to find some answers. We're so close. We just need some answers, please. That's all. And I'm excited for us to get to that point. So, okay. In any case, I'm excited to hear your thoughts down below. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, take care, and yeah. I'll be back very soon with more Berserk. Bye!